said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this?
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, he's still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the...
Oh, he's got some space. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Motion from the wideout. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
LSU 7, Texas 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Sawyer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Second down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. The 20. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have a ton of designed runs in the playbook for him, much like when Vince Young took over full-time at quarterback, threw for over 1,500 and rushed for another 1,000. Dual-threat guys can move the ball.
Yeah, and when you got a quarterback like that, you should have a ton of runs in there. I mean, if I'm Texas, I got a guy that's got wheels like that can burn, I would be dumb.
Turning on the Jets. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it 5 complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He might want another play. From the gun on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's got it on the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Made the catch with enough for the down, but he was out of bounds, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Quick release by the QB. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna swing it on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
From the gun, the running back has it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, that kicker came inches away from hitting a PB. That thing almost cleared the crossbar. Wow.
Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. To the air, it's Sawyer. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Starts to scramble to the left. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shows him the stiff arm.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Uncorks it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the 1st half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Dropping back, it's Sawyer. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going for the goal line. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the 3rd quarter. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter, but because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. LSU quick to the line. On the option. Fighting off the defender. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
He fires to the left side. Intercepted. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Sawyer. Finds the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This quarterback part of their running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To the air, it's Sawyer. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive covered 55 yards for the score and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 14 to the Red Hawks of Miami. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jeff.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Hand off from the gun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Pressure coming. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
On the read. He's going to keep it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in two, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Direct snap. He'll toss it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
LSU 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sawyer. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Gets the first himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning